Hey, my name's Aaron Grimes and I am in the Our Past Collide set as a guitar player, and now I work for FreeStyle Games in the markup team. So basically, yeah, from getting cast in the game to eventually kind of working for FreeStyle now. So yeah, just kind of saw an advert and they were advertising a interactive music video was what it was called. They were just looking for musicians, didn't know what it was, but thought it sounded pretty amazing. So went down. Yeah, like I said, had no idea what it was for, but after a couple of callbacks and stuff, found out I got the job, which was great. And then went down to the first rehearsals, and it was yeah, found out it was Guitar Hero, which was absolutely amazing, but still had no idea about the kind of whole live aspect, the real life shooting involved with that. Just thought maybe they'd just use our movements for kind of avatars and things like that. But yeah, so kind of wasn't playing a lot of music at that point. Just kind of, is this a long ass version? So yeah, just kind of started chatting to Jamie, and it was yeah, I was always such a huge video game fan anyway, especially Guitar Hero. I think once I kind of told him that I was one of those guys that could kind of play Dragon Force on Expert, I think his ears maybe popped up a little bit. So it was like, yeah, like maybe we'll kind of get you down for maybe like a QA interview. So I went down for that. Yeah, got QA, and then after a couple of months I'm now in the markup group with all the other musicians who work for FreeStyle. So we're basically the guys that go through the songs and kind of put all the notes on screen. Yeah. So yeah, like I said, no one who kind of went down for the casting knew what it was. So I think maybe we went down, had maybe 2 or 3 callbacks. Sometimes they just have you come in on your own and kind of do like a performance on your own, or other times maybe, I guess they kind of had a particular person in mind with this type of band, this other type of band. They kind of put you up with other people. So it was maybe a month or 2, I think, was kind of the whole process from maybe the first casting to eventually finding out that I got the job. Yeah. Well, I think as soon as I went into QA, I kind of had it in my mind that that's where I wanted to kind of be. I definitely felt that was kind of where I put my kind of skill set to benefit the game the most, would be over there. So from the moment I went in, all the kind of bugs, well, not bugs so to speak, that I was putting in were all to do with kind of markup and maybe changing up the note patterns or different sections that I felt should go differently and things like that. So I was kind of getting involved with the whole markup type of thing whilst just doing a kind of general QA anyway.
So you're focusing QA, you were sort of like play testing for fun while you were doing
yeah. So
yeah,
so there was kind of 3 steps to get into the markup. So yeah, started off in QA, which is kind of general testing, and then they saw I was kind of focusing on kind of the notation and markup side of things. So they kind of put me as just kind of a standalone kind of play tester in the markup room. So yeah, just kind of going through every single track at every kind of difficulty, just kind of, and then pinpointing anything that I felt was out of place or needed to be changed or looked at in somewhat. And then yeah, had a great QA manager at the time, so he was absolutely amazing, just kind of letting me kind of go in that direction, and kind of got me a little markup test, and then yeah, passed that, so just joined the markup group full time. Oh right, so well, I think personally I didn't really play up a lot. It was just kind of being how I kind of perform anyway on stage, and I guess that's kind of that was probably their thought process behind getting me in, is they just seen kind of the way you move, and if you suit that kind of genre that they were looking for, then they got me in. But I mean, yeah, so it's kind of my clothes and stuff like that. So I'm not sure about any of the other kind of actors or musicians that were involved in it, but from a personal level, it was just me getting on stage and kind of playing. But yeah, it was an absolutely amazing kind of process to be involved in. Even before managing to join FreeStyle, I was just yeah, it was absolutely amazing.
So to embarrass you for a moment,
sure.
We look for the human angle. We want to get to know a person's personality. They mentioned that you found your current girlfriend through this whole process? Can you talk about that?
Yeah, sure. So yeah, she's one of the lovely ladies that are in the kind of little snake pit area in the set that we're in. I'm in, sorry. And yeah, I didn't speak to her for the whole 2 days of the shooting, and then somehow managed to speak to her afterwards. But